Kani kadai ka Batisi TV, bat pidang pet ya ka kubor baman kasni, belawan rasha pi da ka rupa, ringkat bat ka orange Nissan, lom sopo near Fabricate Shillong.
New Nissan Kicks. Bookings open now.
Tangshi kenta hadian baka kunhun Meghalaya Democratic Alliance kababat yaw lakam sensyar haga jela Meghalaya kala menjurban pediang ya ka Kyrtong jong uba med ba lengdo ubalong ru menteri sorkar ban yakun ya ka syuki lampang Iingdorbar Thawaiñ ka jela kat bana kaliang jong ka seng congress kaba syong haga liang persya haga jingelang jong ka legislature party kabalalong haga sautarik unailor arjar kat kendai hanong ba Shillong kala menjur ya ka Kyrtong jong Winnerson di Sangma uban long kumu Kyrtong ban yakun nakabenta ka syuki lampang jong Iingdorbar Thawaiñ ka jela.
The CLP decided that we will have a candidate, and the CLP was pleased to unanimously propose our brother, our colleague, Sri Winnerson di Sangma as the candidate from the opposition. So we'll be knowing when the day of election will be, because that will be finalized by the August House when we approve the proposed calendar in respect of items of business in the August House by the House. And other issues are pertaining to the various important issues which have been tabled by my distinguished members of the CLP before the August House to be discussed. Number of issues are confronting the state, and I'm happy to inform you that all those important issues have been tabled before the House in the form of motions, in the form of resolutions, in the form of 0-hour call attention motion, and in the form of questions, both starred and unstarred. So we expect to see that we effectively utilize this assembly session for the benefit of the people, keeping the interests of the people and the state before everything else. Certain issues have been tabled before the August House, keeping in mind the prevailing political situation across the nation, keeping in mind what is happening across the nation vis-a-vis the policy decision taken by the current government at the center, including the question of the sense of uncertainty pertaining to the various spatial status, various spatial laws which protect the interests of our people, and what should be the ultimate fallout of those kind of decisions, and to have the whole sense of the House to arrive at the decision to ultimately articulate the actual aspirations and sentiments of the people and concerns of the people. Those are things. Then important issues pertaining to the menace of drug abuse. How this is something which is drawing our attention. We all are aware of what is happening. Therefore, this is one very important item, and the House obviously will have the privilege to discuss on this issue. Then the issues of the environment, the menace of plastic, the menace of other unattended circumstances and other situations which are created because of not attending to address them by the government. So those are important issues. The issue of the problem of flood, which has become perennial, almost an annual feature, and how the whole response to the natural calamity and the deficiencies thereof from the side of the authorities in not being able to respond to a given situation, to give relief to the people, to really mitigate the sufferings of the people, as was expected. And also the issue of discrimination of the people. Unlike in the past, what we have seen in the last less than 1.5 years after the coming of this government of the day, led by Mr. Sangma, is that there is a whole discrimination resorted to targeting certain sections of people. These are the inputs which we have received from the ground zero. The contractors of different departments. Now you are all aware of the fact that we have always encouraged people to look beyond the spaces in the government for employment. Meaning, rather than the white-collar job, to look at other spaces of employment, which includes entrepreneurship, business. And based on that, you will recollect that number of times in the preceding years, we had lots of workshops to promote the sense of spirit of entrepreneurship conclave. Then we also try to have some more, workshop with the contractors, how the whole efficiency, competence of the contractors should be improved. Today we are proud that some of the contractors have demonstrated their competence at par with the other contractors at the global scale. That human capital development work funded by ADB, how all the contractors who are involved in building this infrastructure have been able to upscale their competence level in respect of all the laws which have to be followed, including the efficiency, the protection, everything of the labor laws and the other things. And this whole endeavor is because of the fact that many of our youth are looking at opportunities. Therefore, it is the responsibility of the leaders and the government of the day to kind of create an enabling environment where people will look at, other than white-collar job, the other space for employment. Now, who will like to be an entrepreneur or a contractor if after investing their limited resources, they are stuck? They don't get their pending bills paid. And when the pending bills are being paid, I am informed by the agreed contractors that they are being selected. What is this selectiveness? So all these things are there. Therefore, different questions have been put. It is in order to ensure that the rights of the people are not somehow denied. Then other issues are also there. The delay in payment, the non-release of fund, all other things. And other than that, in the form of motions, number of important issues have been developed. Whether it is in the matter of your being the pride of the state, which is linked to our collective decision. Because remember, when we decided taking everybody on board across political, across party lines. We are going to celebrate, the 50th year of statehood by 2022. That's why we decided that, even in the letter which was addressed by me, to ultimately get the national games allotted to the state to enable us to host. We indicated why we wanted to host national games in that particular year. Now there is a concern about whether the state can actually host, whether we are really geared up, whether there is a seriousness. All these issues are there. So number of important issues are there. And I think by Friday the balloting will take place and we will have further media briefing on that day. Our friends will
Issue of teachers.
Yeah. Then the issue of teachers. You are aware that teachers are aggrieved. They have been meeting the leaders across party lines and there has been no response so far. And the whole support that is required by the education department seem to be wanting. And also on the education policy, the national new draft education policy, all those issues which concerns the people and the reason will be appropriately articulated, deliberated and discussed.